Hi there, ladies. So happy you're here with me this week, and I hope everybody is doing so well and you've gotten back into the swing of things. Your kids are back to school. It's a new season. There's so much going on. I know that over here, it's just been a time for reset for my business after a crazy summer of traveling for baseball. I'm sure you've heard all about it in the past episodes that I've been talking about that so much because my son is such a baseball player. So we are in the midst of senior year and it's going well. So just wanted to get on here today and talk about something that I kind of haven't put as much time and effort into on this show as I should have the last month. But just I had events and travel and things like that. And I want to just talk about my new book because it came out and it's called Make Room. And I want to share some of that book here with you today. I'm going to actually read from part of the book and let you know what it's all about. I'm so proud of the book and the journey that led me to that. So if you haven't already heard a lot of why I wrote the book, I'm just going to tell you to go to episode 124, where I talk about a story of how I got to where I am with my career as an author and why I decided to write this type of book this time instead of just like a how-to on organizations. Much deeper book, and it has a Christian perspective on organization, which I feel like the world needs to hear. So go ahead, check that episode out. And you know what? If you are, like I said, a baseball lover, check out episode 125. So before I get started with the book, I just want to tell all of you about an exciting event I have coming up. I'm doing a free, yes, free masterclass on October 19th, and it is called Create an Organized and Purposeful Life. And it's going to be the basics on how you can create an organized life, meaning your home, your time, your mind, and how you can free up more energy, space, time, money for your God-given purpose. And it is going to be packed full of just thoughts and ideas and systems and ways that you can implement different strategies to create a life that you never thought was possible, and how that can change everything. It can change obviously your physical space, but it can also change your mental space, which will lead to you just having more vision for your life and feeling endless possibilities are out there waiting for you and get you excited about life again. So check that out. If you want to join, it's free. Just go to jenniferfordberry.com/masterclass. Super simple. So, and if you're on 29 Minute Mom, email us, you'll get a link sent to you. But okay, so that's October 19th. I hope you're there. I would love for you to come, and it would be so fun to see your faces because, you know, as podcast hosts, we don't see the faces of our listeners. We just get their emails or the reviews, and that's what we go on, and it's super important, but it would be so fun to see your face. So for today, if you're doing this via video, you can see the cover of my new book here. And if not, it doesn't matter because I'm going to read to you the first part of this book. And it is actually entitled Make Room, Take Control of Your Space, Time, Energy, and Money to Live on Purpose, which is what I am all about. I'm not your typical organizer. I don't tell you what to get rid of. I want you to live happier, more peaceful, more exciting lives. And I don't want stuff to distract you from that. So this is a different take on organizing than you've ever heard before. The book is filled with what I call 10P principles. We're not going to get into all of them today, but it's all about how we make room for a life that we've always dreamed about, but we just didn't know how to grasp. And this book will tell you how to get there. So I'm going to start off by reading the introduction. And it starts by saying, do you feel overwhelmed because of everything you need to get done in a day? Does that sound familiar to anybody listening? Are you exhausted from trying to take care of all the stuff you have accumulated in your life? Do you lack fulfillment? Do you just feel stuck? If so, you're not alone. I have met with hundreds of people just like you over the years, and I'm here to tell you there is another way, a better way to go through this life. If you are finding you have less and less time and energy to spend on the things you enjoy doing, chances are you need to make a change. God did not create you so that you could work to gain more possessions and to be a slave to them. He does not want you to feel overwhelmed and stressed out. He wants you to have abundance and joy, peace, and love, not just have more stuff. Our society has been told over and over that more possessions or better possessions will make us happier, healthier, and more successful. It's simply not true, ladies. But we continue to keep trying to prove it will work. We spend the majority of our lives working so we can earn money. Then we use the majority of the money to pay for the biggest homes we can, which we continuously fill with stuff that is supposed to improve our lives in some way, but always leaves us feeling empty. I recently started working with a brand new client. I pulled up this gorgeous, beautiful home, and it had a line of shiny cars in the driveway, lush landscaping, and a resort-like pool in the backyard. She met me in the driveway where we spoke for about 20 minutes. During that conversation, she admitted how much she missed her previous home, so much that she and her husband decided not to sell it, but instead to keep it and rent it out. I commented on how gorgeous her new home was and asked why she felt she was missing the previous one so much. She kept telling me about the memories there. That house was the one where she raised 3 children and created a life with her husband, and times had been simpler. Can anybody relate? Because I wish I had $100 bill for each time I've heard a story like this. Believe it or not, it's very common. I've pulled up to many homes, and on the outside, it looks like they have everything they have ever dreamed of, only to open the door to a woman that is feeling overwhelmed and stressed out and not exactly as happy as she thought that stuff would make her. I think it is because we were told if we have more, we'll be more happier. The truth, however, is so different. Not only does more and more stuff provide less and less joy as time goes on, but it can also make us start to feel resentful. Why? Because every single thing we bring into our lives costs us something: space, time, energy, money, or all of the above. If you do not believe me, look around your home and take note of the different tasks required for each and every item you own. Look at how much space you are giving up and how much money you are spending just on maintenance. Then ask yourself if these things still make you happy. I guarantee some do, but most don't. If you have a purpose assigned to your life, a divine, God-given purpose that has nothing to do with what you own, I would love for you to find out what that is. This purpose is perfectly matched to your gifts, skills, and personality. God has made it in mind for you and only you since the day you were born. If you can figure out what your purpose is and start spending more time and effort on that and less on your stuff, you will be a much happier person. I promise. I can only imagine how different this world would be if more of us were committed to living out our unique purpose in alignment with God's will. As a professional organizer for almost 2 decades, I've been in hundreds of homes. I have arrived at beautiful, immaculate homes full of every possession you could imagine, and the person is not any happier for it. They're exhausted from trying to maintain all their belongings, and they think that if they can just organize it all, life will be so much better. To a certain extent, that is true. An organized home will make you happier, give you an energy boost, and save you lots and lots of time. And trust me, I love providing that service. And in fact, I love it so much, I wrote 3 other books called Organize Now that provide step-by-step plans to get every single area of your home and your life organized. But each time we begin the process of getting our things organized, there is a more profound process going on inside of us. The process of letting go of that which does not serve us is a very empowering and liberating experience. Getting organized forces us to face each of the items we have brought into our homes. It makes us realize how much stuff we actually have and how much of that stuff we do not need or use. Somewhere in the process, we begin to realize that what we truly want is more freedom, more contentment, more time for things we love to do, and more space to breathe. I love helping people get their closets and cabinets organized. But what I love even more is teaching people how to live with intention and purpose. Intention can help us define what is important. Purpose gives us a reason to stick with the process. When we have both of these, it is easier to remove everything that does not belong. Maybe you currently have a longing to do something more meaningful in your life, but you have no idea what that could be. You are too distracted by all of the clutter in your life, tasks and responsibilities, stuff in your home and workspace, negative thoughts taking up space in your mind, or toxic relationships that are sucking the life right out of you. Do you ever feel like you are supposed to be on a different path in life right now, but somehow life just keeps happening every day without any intentional steps from you? If so, this book will help you begin to live a more intentional and purposeful life by teaching you how to strip away what is less important, aka clutter, in order to make room for what is more important. Even when I started working as an organizer, I had no idea that this would turn into purpose. But after years of helping people get organized, I realized that my purpose was not to create, quote, Pinterest perfect homes, but to help others see what is most important and then help them build their home and their life around that. After all, God has made it so that we all enter and leave this earth empty-handed. We can continue to focus on accumulating things, but in the end, will that matter? I'm passionate about teaching people to let go of the things they no longer love or use and give them to the people who need those exact items. Did you know there's probably a women's shelter in your community that could use those blankets in your hall closet that are collecting dust? And there are children nearby who would love the toys that have been sitting in your attic. I'm not going to say you should give everything away and become a minimalist. I am not that myself. I am going to encourage you to take a closer look at what you own and also encourage you to share the things you no longer love or use. So the book is divided into 10 primary principles: possibilities, purpose, possessions, prepare, plan your time, part with clutter, practice stewardship, privilege giving, provide hospitality, and partner with God. When you apply those to your life, you will begin to see huge results. This book will teach you how to recognize and eliminate the clutter that may be distracting you from your God-given purpose. Each chapter will give you a strategy to live with more intention. It will teach you how to let go of things that are cluttering up your home and your mind without feeling guilty. There is an amazing plan waiting for you. I can't tell you that this book is going to have all the answers to your life-provoking questions or tell you exactly what to do with all your things, but I can tell you it will inspire you to dream bigger, guide you to recognize clutter in your life, and teach you how to eliminate clutter piece by piece. You will learn how to gain more space, time, energy, and money in your life. Your mind will be open to new possibilities. So I hope that that little introduction of this new baby of mine, Make Room, will inspire you, and it will basically help you to figure out that your purpose is important, and it will give you the courage to live it out unapologetically for the rest of your life. I know the difference between living this kind of lifestyle and not living it. Before I lived this kind of lifestyle, I woke up every day bored and frustrated, overwhelmed, thinking to myself, is this what life is all about? Is this what I worked so hard to become an adult, go to college, buy a house, get married, have a family? I knew there was more. I knew that God had put it in my spirit to live a bigger life and to live with intention, to live in alignment with his purpose. I knew he created me a certain way, in my own way, that is not the same as everybody else, because there was a reason he did that. And there was a reason that I needed to use it for his glory in the world. And ever since I embraced that, and ever since I got my life all in order so that I could focus on that, I can tell you, it has never been more exciting to live and more fulfilling. And I want that for you. So pick up the book. It's available wherever books are sold. You're going to love it. Make room, take control of your space, time, energy, and money to live on purpose. I hope you'll let me know what you think of it. Please send me an email or a DM and let me know if you grab it. And if you do, don't forget, you can get the entire Organize Now checklist, organizing checklist for free. All you have to do is send me a copy of your receipt on my website. There is a link for it under the Make Room page, and you will get that whole entire collection. And it will really help you to just start to go room by room in your home, space by space in your life, and to declutter and get it organized. Until next time, God bless.